Welcome to the Mental Health Happy Hour. Yes, we're back with a wonderful guest. This is the incredible Sky Galing we have from the Mighty today with me, one of your hosts, Camara. Today we're going to be talking about usually what we do, our mental health wins. Welcome back. If you are joining, if you have come back every time we've rescheduled this, you know who you are, and we're very happy to have you here. But welcome, and feel free to let us know if you can hear us. I'm at my co-working space, so just want to make sure that people can hear us in the comments. Comment where you're from. Comment what your mental health win is of the week. We like doing these lives. Oh, hello, Richard. Oh, a fellow wonderful Richard. Yes, and Sharon. Oh, we've got all of our regulars already hopping in. They're here to be. We love to see it. Yes, wonderful. We can hear. Then we can hear it all the way out. We're going forward. And yes, so today I have on the wonderful Sky, who is a fantastic human who I work with here at the Mighty, and a wonderful mental health, I feel like, expert to be sharing mental health wins.
Thank you.
You're perfect for this live. So Sky, you want to give a brief introduction and, well, the community here, put your mental health wins in the comments while we are sharing ours. If you haven't done this before, come share a mental health win. Can be big or small. You did laundry, you wrote a book, wow, or you came to this live. That's what we want to hear. So come join. But Sky, I'm going to toss it to you now. Give you a moment to give your spiel and also what your mental health win is of the week.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's an honor and a privilege to be on the Mighty's own mental health happy hour. As Camera said, I'm Sky. My official job title is editorial and community associate of the Mighty. But really, I write a bunch of newsletters. I co-host our health and wellness podcast. Yeah, and I get to engage with our community every day, which is really the best job there is. Yeah, I'm really excited to be here. Yeah, my mental health win. I was trying to think of this earlier today, and the first thing that comes to mind is my birthday was on Sunday, and usually that's like a harder time for me. I think I've officially entered. Oh, hi. I think I've officially entered what I'm calling like the mid to late 20s, but other people would probably just call late 20s. And so it's been a bit difficult to accept, but I was able to journal a little bit on Sunday when I was feeling a bit down about why I was feeling down and what I'm excited about in, my birthday and the year to come. And that actually really helped. It always blows my mind when journaling's actually super useful because you hear about how helpful it is and you're like, nah, it takes a lot of effort. But then yeah, wow, it really helps. Yeah, so I'll say that's my win.
I love that. I feel like journaling, like even just having an outlet of something to just share where your emotions are, whether it's drawing or writing, journaling, it can be hard to get started, but it can be so important and so fulfilling to kind of have that outlet. I'm glad you did that for yourself. And kind of coming up on that next year, I feel like birthdays are a weird thing where it's so fun to have a birthday, but it's also kind of overwhelming and
Mhm.
like the pressure to have a good day is just so
Yes.
annoying. But
Yes.
as everyone here, if anyone's birthday is coming up or has been recent, or their mental health win is dealing with a birthday, feel free to leave it behind. But yes, Claire, I see your new one in the comments. Hello, Claire. Or if you've been here before, welcome back. Let us know your mental health win. We would love to know what brought you here today and how we can uplift and shine your mental health wins as I slap a mosquito in the face. So let us see. Richard. So Richard's mental health win. Oh, by the way, my mental health win is being here with y'all and pushing through and doing this live. As you know, it's hard to keep a monthly live when we have a busy schedule. People get sick, people fluctuate. So really appreciate Sky being here to keep doing it, and being here at the co-working space just motivates me. I have a friend in town, so I'm grateful to be able to be here and be working, and it's a fun time. But Richard, let's get to your mental health win. Richard's mental health win is walking 1,200 boy 12 1,500 1,200 and 500 steps a day, playing Crown Green Bowl's best newcomer. Wow, that's incredible. Richard, you are a walking champ and a day play Crown Greens Bowl Best Newcomer. You're going to have to explain to me what that is, because that sounds amazing. And if you are the best newcomer, like, of course Richard is. Like, Richard just shows up to organize it. Like, from what I remember, like, Richard, you'll go on these like camping trips and these hikes and walks and really bring community together and like really engage. And I think it's really cool. So heck yeah, Richard, we're really proud of you. That's
Yeah,
just, I wish I could do 1,200 steps in a day. I need to do that.
that's amazing. Even like the trying new things, especially
Yes.
because that can be, for me at least, that's very anxiety provoking, but that's huge. Congratulations.
We love to see that. Richard always has a fantastic mental health win. And then Sharon, another one of our regulars. Oh, Sharon can agree with you, Sky. Yeah.
Oh, nice job. Oh, expressing your feelings. It's hard to do at first, but great when it happens.
Yes. We understand the journaling feels. And Sharon, I mean, Sharon always has, excuse me, so much going on. And I can imagine every time that Sharon comes on, it's always a story of like, even if it's like, whether it's positive or negative, it's always this uplifting, empowering like story that just makes me really excited to hear. So I'm happy that you're journaling out your feelings and expressing and going forward, Sharon. That's fantastic. And it's Claire's first time here.
Welcome. It's mine
Woo!
too. I mean,
See,
as
Claire,
on
you're not
here.
alone. Yeah, we're always welcome to newcomers and people to share their mental health win. And your mental health win is coming across this live. That warms my heart.
Oh,
Oh,
thanks.
I mean, yeah, that I appreciate. Like, we've been doing this live with different hosts and for about the past 3 years since the pandemic started. And it's just nice to see that people still find it once in a while and can have that be their mental health win. I appreciate that. It makes it worthwhile to keep doing, to like share with the community and be able to share wins. So Claire, thank you for being here and sharing that. And that's very heartwarming. Let us know where you're from and what you like to do. Like, we always love to share kind of the upliftingness. If there is something of where you're from, we always like to kind of see where everyone is in comparison. I know we've got some Europeans, we've got some people in America. It's
Ooh.
always kind of fun to see the balance. But welcome, we're happy to have you here. And you know what? Mental health win coming across this live. That's my mental health win, that it is yours.
To say, and it looks like, ooh, Sharon went outside for some food
Mhm.
shopping. Okay, grocery shopping is a lot. And that's what people don't tell you. It's hard, I think, to even when you're like, "Oh, I know how to do that," or "I know I need to do that, so I'm gonna do it." Sometimes the motivation's difficult. I think that's huge. Yeah, amazing.
That's fantastic. Yeah, grocery shopping, I don't know why it is so daunting. The even ordering delivery, like, sometimes I think, oh, it'll just be easier to do that. The mental gymnastics for me to decide, like, go through everything. Do I have everything on my list? But then even going to the grocery store, even if it's a small one like Trader Joe's, I'm like, the mental energy that takes is,
It's a
as
lot.
I agree with you, Sky, and I agree with
It's
you,
a lot.
Sharon. It's a win. That's a great win. And Richard, I just want to like acknowledge your other mental health win is your anxiety is currently being kept in check through breath work. We love breathing. We love breath work, meditation, deep breathing, whatever works for you. If that works, that's fantastic. Ooh, autistic journaling gets lots, can print off and makes a unique journal to you. That's so cool.
I love looking at,
Yeah.
like, art journals on Pinterest and stuff. I think
Mhm.
rather than make them myself because, uh, I don't know how I'd feel if I made my own. I love just, like, looking at the pictures, that calms me down in
Yeah.
general.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, do you want to read Santiago's mental health win, Sky?
Yeah. Oh, let me scroll up. Ooh, my mental health win has been playing music again with friends. Sometimes depression pulls me backwards, but I am learning to keep trying. Love to share here. I love hearing that. Oh my goodness, that's big.
That's really
Um
big.
in the picture it looks like you're a drummer. That's cool as heck. I'm always amazed by people who can not only keep rhythm in their heads, but are able to use like both their hands and feet and also their brain to play an instrument blows my mind.
It's fantastic. Santiago, I haven't seen you here in a minute. It's good to see you back, and I'm glad that you're playing music again. You're getting on those drums. You're creating community with it. You're bringing it back with your friends. It really does. I feel like music has, even if whether obviously if you can play it, that's just so much more communal. But there's something about the power of music when it connects with you and having that community and that sense of just vibration within the notes. Ah, yeah, depression can pull you back, and it's okay. Like, it's not linear mental health. Like, you can go back and forward, but knowing that you have that to go back to. I love that you love to share here. Aw.
I was gonna say, there's the band. Speaking of music, the
Mhm.
band
Yeah.
Foals. They have a song called Two Steps Twice, and I think about that a lot with like, depression and like mental illness of like any kind. That, like you said, the non-linear journey of it all. I'm like, hey, sometimes you gotta
Mm.
like push yourself to take, like even 4 steps forward, even if you take like 3 steps back. It's okay. It's like a give and take. Some days are better than others.
Yep. Give and take. Give it and take it as it goes. Like, know that each day can change. Santiago, it's so good to have you back. Love to see it. And Sharon, yes, some hard times again. It's okay. I know you're gonna like push right through it, but it's valid to be there and feeling that. But yeah, thankful to having friends around in your life tonight.
Aw. Ooh, in
Oh,
Germany. That's
yeah,
exciting.
she's in Germany. I'm just like, that's so cool. I always love like just hearing about the different countries and such. And when Sharon always comes in and talks about her life in Germany, it's always fascinating to me. So I'm sorry that you're going through a hard time right now, Sharon, and like valid to feel it out and be feeling your feelings in the journaling. But thank you for coming on and sharing with us. And I'm grateful that you enjoy our live and that it's an uplifting thing to your day. Sky, it's our favorite. It
I
is
was about to
Cat.
say, look who it
Let's do
is.
this. Let's read. Sky, take it away from Cat.
Oh, thank you. The one and only Kat Harrison says, "Oh, hi, friends. My mental health win is not allowing my chronic pain to completely tank my concentration, mood, and energy. That hasn't happened in a while." Wow, that's huge.
Oh
That is
my
that is a
gosh.
huge mental health win.
Snaps all around. Like, when you have just only so many spoons or like all the different things coming at you, whether it's pain or stress or mental, like depression, it's hard to like tackle each one and still keep a balance of how you're feeling and getting through the day. And I'm really glad, Kat, that you're still able to like kind of have that moment and concentration and energy. While I mean, Kat's an amazing human, and I'm not surprised, but like, we love working with Kat. Kat's one of our colleagues who's fantastic. So
Yes.
thank you, Kat. Oh my word. Let's see. If is there one that you would like to pull? We've got people are coming in. Today is a day that
So
people are popping.
exciting.
Thank you all. If you're just joining, this is the Mental Health Happy Hour where we share wins. We haven't gotten to yours yet. No, we will. We're taking our time going through. We still gotta see who's here. We'll try to take some new people for a second. But don't worry, all of our regulars, we will get back to you as well. But if you're just joining, share your mental health win. A mental health win can be something small or big, can be folding laundry, it can be joining this live, it can be that you wrote the great American novel or great German novel or great whichever worldly other universe novel. We don't know, but you're welcome to share here and we want to uplift you. We already shared Cats. Sky, would you like to let's see, who do we want to bring
Ooh,
forth?
there's Stacy, who is
Stacy,
glad to
yes.
join this happy hour and check in with myself too. Oh, we love to
Mm.
hear that you're able to set time aside to check in with yourself. It's it's so hard to, I guess, like make time to kind of, what have I been calling it? Like sit with yourself, sit with your mental health, sit with your even your physical health. Like, I feel like more and more these days I've personally become like disconnected from my body in terms of like I don't check in with myself. I don't just sit with my thoughts. So I think that's huge. That's a great win.
That's fantastic. Checking it like that, to check in with
Mhm.
yourself and like that you've come here. Like I mean, Stacy, appreciate you being here and that is you're happy to join that to check in with yourself is fantastic. But knowing like whether it's on this live or on your own to check in with yourself and see how you're doing, that's like it seems small, but it's sometimes the first catalyst of
Mhm.
the steps you need to take. Ah, Sky, can you read Jonathan's?
I would love to.
Mhm.
Hello from New York. I'm new here as well. Welcome. Mental
Welcome.
health win began songwriting without self-judgment. Oh my gosh. Well, one, shout out to the Mets. I don't know if you're Mets or Yankees. I'm a huge Mets fan. Uh, yeah, but
Might
Um,
be causing some conflict here. You never know
I
what
you
side.
never know. You never know. Queens or Brooklyn. But yeah, songwriting. That's amazing. I like seeing how many musicians we have in the audience out there.
Music makes the world go round.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a musician, but I appreciate them.
I love that. And I also, yeah, like the mental health win of being able to write, like whether you're a musician or not, like songwriting can be so powerful and very vulnerable experience. And just giving yourself the non judgment, whether it's going to be like a really great piece or not. Sometimes you have to be okay with, like, I'm okay if I do this wrong or right. There is no wrong or right. I need to get this out and I need to do this or to work on it, whether you're working on your songwriting craft or you're just doing this for your mental health or both. Like that's really wonderful. Like self-judgment can get so in the way of like, oh, I don't want to do that. It's not going to be good or it's not going to be good enough. Like, why should I? Like, I'm not a
Mhm.
songwriter or I am a songwriter, but I should be better than this. It's like, Jonathan, that you're able to not let self-judgment and just move forward is like, I'm going to begin songwriting. Like you're beginning. There's some people who won't even begin. So
Yeah,
Jonathan, mental health win, you're doing great.
about to say
Thank you.
self-judgment can get in the way of so much. I was about to say,
Mhm.
conveniently right here, I have the book I'm working through with my therapist
Oh,
all
that's
about
brilliant.
mindful self-compassion, and it's hard. It's so hard, especially when you have to unlearn self-judgment. But yeah, kudos to you. Look at you go.
We love that. Hello. And we love our YouTube family. If you're joining from YouTube, Facebook, wherever you are, welcome. Welcome. And be sure to share your mental health wins. We always love having new people and we're here. Oh, bonjour. Bonjour, Mike. I don't know if you're from France, but whatever your language of choice today is, we love to see it. And let us know where you're from and what your mental health win is. I'm liking this cart. Like, what is that? Is that a car or a golf cart?
I don't know. It looks cool though.
It looks pretty epic. Seems like you're living a very fun life. Ooh, on page. What? Oh, Harrison's out sick and we're doing a lot of work today and like pushing through. And so Sky hopped in today. Harrison will be back on another live, likely next month. But today he is taking the mental health and physical health win of stepping to take care of himself and make sure he's getting his work done and also taking care of himself. So we honestly, like, that's something that we support and is part of this life. Sometimes we cancel it because of our mental health and physical health. Sometimes we cancel it because of meetings, but we always like to come back here and show support. Harrison sends his support here, and that's what where Harrison is, who's usually one of our co-hosts. But I do think it's fun to kind of share the mighty team, and I feel like Sky is a fantastic co-host to have along for the ride of mental
Oh,
health.
thanks.
Yes. Oh, one. Oh, the worry tree. Another page is the happy tree. That's an interesting way to look at it, Richard.
Oh,
Oh. Is that like in your journal that you were talking about, or is that like the way that you're like perceiving it? That's really cool. I like that. One page is the worry tree and the one page is the tree that makes you happy.
I like the idea of getting like
Yeah,
all the worries out, and you're like, all right, they do not have to live in my head anymore. They are on the page. I like that.
I like that a lot. No hat. No hat. This is a
Oh,
hat.
contraire.
There. You just don't realize my hats blend in with my hair half the time. I mean, sometimes I also don't wear hats. There are days, but yeah, if you're new here, I often wear hats and I'm big into haberdashery and hat culture and life. So, woo. Let's see. Ooh, we have another mental health win. Mataha.
Mataha.
I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And if I'm not, please correct me. But we would love to read your mental health win. Sky, if you could read their mental health win.
My mental health win is using this live as a first stepping stone for getting more help. I feel like it's the first step of acceptance for me. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard. That first step, it's so dang nabbing hard. And that's huge. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, especially when you are taught that like, oh, asking for help is weakness or whatever. It's not, and it's a difficult thing to unlearn, what you were raised with. So that's huge.
Yeah, the first step is like like you saying, the first stepping stone for getting more help is finding community, like so happy to have you here. Like that is the first step, and you feel like it's the first step to acceptance for yourself. That is so important, and it's all about the little steps. You'll notice them over time, like finding communities like this in person and online. Like happy to have you here and sending you support. Like you are worthy of acceptance and mental clarity, and also knowing that it's okay to not always feel good about yourself or feel mentally perfectly happy. Like it's a stepping stone. It takes time. And we're just so happy to have you here to share that and to be vulnerable and take that journey with us. So fantastic to have you here. Yeah, let us know if there's any other mental health wins or goals that you're working on, where you're from. And we're so happy to have you here.
Ah,
Oh, and also, I just want to thank you, Santiago. Yeah,
thank you.
I just love whenever you pop in from Argentina. It's always a good time. All right, let's see what's next. Ooh, let's see. Let's. Claire, I think, had a stressful day. Sky, would you like to kind of read into that?
Yeah, had the most stressful day trying to get organized to move house. Whew.
Oh, moving. Ooh.
Ooh. So coming across this group really is a blessing, and hearing all the positive things from all your amazing fans is breathtaking, and you two are so uplifting. Thank you. Also, moving. Oh, oh,
Oh.
that's a lot. That's so stressful. Oh my goodness. But look at you making it through.
That's impressive. I feel like every move you learn so much about yourself and the people around you. It is like a new life every time you move. I can relate and also just send like consensual hug of support moving. No matter how much stuff you have, I feel like it can always, or how close the move is, it's still a transition and it can be very difficult. And especially with organization and setting up a new space and unorganizing an old space. So like that can also take a big toll on your mental health if you don't keep in check. So I'm really grateful that you're letting us know about that and that you found this group to kind of let out and share what you're going through. Like I'm really happy that you're finding the positivity. Like everyone here, I feel like always, if we aren't commenting on something that someone's going through, someone else is and supporting. And I just feel like it's a really good group of people and people who come to this live. So you're one of them, Claire, and we're happy to have you here and grateful that you think we're uplifting. We're here to uplift you. That is the goal of this live, is to uplift mental health wins small and to send consensual hugs to the rough times as well, that they are worthy of acknowledging. So yeah. You're gonna make it through the move. Don't worry, you will.
Yes.
It's
gonna be so hard during it, but you'll come out on the other side.
It'll be worth it. Moving does transform, I feel like, the good and the bad. Like I feel like you get to have that fresh start too. So I hope that this move after the fact is a positive, for the most part, with what it can be, change for you in direction.
Oh, looks like our friend Jonathan from New York is a Yankees fan.
I told you we're gonna start conflicts today.
The second I said it, I was like, no, but that's Mets have a place in your heart as a New Yorker. I feel that. My grandmother, she had been a Mets fan like all her life, and then she turned and became a Yankees fan. She completely abandoned the Mets, and I mean, I don't blame her. I'll be honest. Anyway, oh, you live with CPTSD, which can be a barrier getting out. Yeah, absolutely. And the other evening, I picked up takeout because I feel the restaurant and staff provide a safe space. That's huge. I was so proud and filled with gratitude. That's even huger that you were able to acknowledge and what a big thing it is. You wrote a Yelp review owning your diagnosis as part of the positive experience. The vulnerability, the pride in yourself, the gratitude, and the fact that you get a great meal out of it.
This just feels like an overwhelming, just like all around great things. Like, I mean, that you live with CPTSD and it's hard to like change, like going out or getting out can be really hard, and finding a space, a community or a restaurant where you feel safe to go, even if whether it's to dine in or for takeout, that can be so vital and important to have that safe spot that you're like, I can just go there and feel good. And the staff creates that safe space. Like, oh my word, if you want no pressure, you can share what restaurant that is and we can shout them out here. Whoever, if you would like. No pressure to out the gratitude, but we would love to share in that. I love that also for me, writing any comment or online review is such a vulnerable and hard thing to do, but that you like you knew that they gave such a wonderful experience to you, even in just a takeout experience, that you knew it's like, I'm going to take this step and push past to write this review and even talk about your diagnosis in the review.
Yeah.
It'll probably be really great for people who have that same diagnosis and they see someone vulnerably sharing that. It's like, wow, this space must be a fantastic spot to go. I love that for you, Jonathan.
Incredible.
Ah, that's amazing. Oh my word, there's just so much. I'm seeing the support here, and like I'm looking through the comments, like Sharon and others like supporting the new people, like fantastic. A quick thing, I'll acknowledge one of Richard's comments. We are not, so again, we are two mighty members. We are mental health advocates. We are not licensed therapists, unless Sky, you have a secret psychology degree that I don't know about. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh
But
no, I watch a lot of
no.
Frasier. That's about it.
Yes, as we would. I would say that everyone's experience with PTSD is very different. I don't think that you unlearn PTSD. From my experience as an advocate, I think that you have to work with the right therapist and right team of people to be able to support your experience. I think that that's usually how it works, but I would say to talk to a psychologist, a psychiatrist, or someone in your community who can help you on your experience, Richard. Yes. There's so many. Oh, I'm loving all of the community here and wonderfulness. Oh, sorry. So there's a lot of people hopping in and out, and I just want to like acknowledge a newer comment that has come in. Sky, because one of our old regulars is back, and I don't know if you know our regulars, but I know our regulars, Sky. So I want you to meet them all, and of course the new people too. Like we want to make sure that we get time for everyone, new and old, to have a comment. So Karen, one of my favorites, Nordic darlings, is here. If you would like to read Karen's a win,
it would be an honor.
Yeah.
Hi, Karen. My win is having the day off for my birthday this coming month with my mom. She suggested we take off together and we're going to do a day trip to another city for shopping. Vinyl records, my fave, and good food, and visiting a church because I know she wants to. Whoa! Happy early birthday. And that's amazing. I'm so excited for your trip because I'm sure Camara can relate. Records fans, vinyl records fans love exploring the shelves. Oh, that's so exciting.
I love that you're doing that. I mean, Karen, if I recall, like you're always busy, whether it's studying or the new job or like taking care of people like you in your life and support. Like you have a lot of things going on, and that it's your birthday coming up. Like happy birthday! Like that's amazing, and that you're taking the day off to go with your mom, like to go support like with your mom and have a day trip and take that vacation for yourself and go vinyl record shopping. Oh, I want to
love it.
That sounds like a fantastic day. I'm glad that you're giving yourself that with the vinyls, the good food, the church. Like that all sounds like a lovely day for you both to have. I'm glad to see you back here, and also glad that you're giving yourself that. That's a fantastic win. Yeah. Oh my word.
Let's say, I mean, then right after we have Allison. Hello, Allison.
Yes, Allison.
I returned to dance class after 3 years off. It was like I'd not missed a class. Okay, so you'll have to put in the comments the kind of dance I miss dancing so much, especially tap dancing. I was watching for about the millionth time the Moses Supposes dance from Singing in the Rain this very morning, and I was looking at tap shoes online. I don't know where I would go tap dance, but I really want to. That's so exciting. I feel
like it needs a floor.
Yeah,
just the floor that can tap.
So intimidating to return to a dance class, especially if you haven't been there for a while, and there's kind of, the whole dance culture. But the fact that you went in there, first of all, huge. Second, like it was like you hadn't missed a class. That's amazing. Burlesque chair dance. That is the coolest thing I've ever heard.
I've always wanted to do that. Allison, like that you went back to do that like after 3 years, and it's like you didn't miss a step. Like even if you did, that's so good that you did that for yourself because you knew that was something that was calling to you, and it felt good. It's like obviously that you didn't miss a step showed how connected you were to that, and how even if you skip the next 3 years again, it is something to add back into your life when you can. Like finding that outlet, I I think is so vital. Like as a person who loves dance myself and has been trying to get back into it and finding the right classes that I feel safe and supported in, it's just so vital. And that you were able to like not be intimidated of like or push past that. Like, it's been 3 years, but that doesn't mean I can't dance again. That doesn't mean I can't restart. You can always restart. Like, time isn't whatever linear or whatever. It is you taking your life and doing what makes it you feel good. If you need to take time off from something, whether it's for financial health reasons or even just needing some space from it, or you are unable to do it for a little while and then going back, you can always go back. The right spaces will invite you back with welcoming arms, and the wrong spaces, you'll know, will let you leave them. And I'm glad that you found back into this space, because that seems fantastic and gives me hope too for my future dance
No, it's
classes.
like, this is incredible. Oh my gosh, like rediscovering what you love.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
It's just lovely, lovely, lovely. And you're 48 years young. Yeah, you still have a big life to live. And you're like suspected ADHD, young bipolar, and postmenopause. Those are just things like heck yes. And you are still dancing and doing the most. Like, I think, Allison, you are a champ, and I hope that you continue dancing, and I hope that you continue finding joy in that. And I respect. I'm looking up to you right now, Allison.
Yeah.
You seem pretty darn cool, and we're happy you joined our live.
But to say I also live with bipolar. What's up?
Oh, I just like Sharon. If you're still here, sorry, I've just seen this comment. Oh, Sharon, Sharon,
Oh, step by
Sharon.
step. We are allowed to have bad days. That is
Mhm.
huge. Just being okay feeling every feeling without judgment, I think is an important skill to learn when I'm still working on.
It's so hard because, especially if you are a highly emotional person, or even not, like sometimes just processing emotions and figuring out the balance of it. Like, we're not supposed to be happy every single moment of the day. And we're also allowed to have bad days. Yes, we want to work to figure out how to support ourselves in those and get better, but it's okay to just acknowledge days when or moments when you're not feeling that great. You are not your bad days, but you are allowed to have them and to be in them and still be worthy of everything. I love that. And I love that, Sharon, you feel like it's good to have these lives here. This is what brings me back, is knowing that like there's an outlet for myself, for Sky, for Harrison, and for all of us here in this community to find this live and share the mental health wins, to show the balance of it all. Sharon, you're speaking the choir. I really appreciate your words. So,
Yes.
gosh, so many things. Oh, let Harrison. I respect the like. Thank you, Richard. If you haven't been here before, Harrison is one of our regulars who hops on with me to chat about mental health and share, and we'll be sending him support and sending him, like, letting him know that everyone here is cheering him on, and he's doing great, just, busy and taking the mental health day, and I respect that. So we'll let him
Yes.
know. Yeah.
Prioritizing himself and his needs. We love to see it.
Yeah, and we'll send the well wishes his way. The audience misses him. They want him as well. We want everyone here. If anything, my goal is to keep having different lives with different people here to share the different experiences. And Sky, I would love to have you back as well.
Oh, thanks.
Uh,
No, this is so nice.
yeah.
I think this is the most energy I've had all day, surprisingly. Just, getting to talk to all the fine folks here, getting to hang out with Camera. No, it's been really great. I'm not gonna lie. When you asked, you're like, "Oh, are you free at this time?" I was like, I am, and also I'm exhausted, but we'll see what happens. And honestly, I'm so glad I'm here.
Yes. I'm so glad you came. It's just like so wonderful to be here and to like be able to share this community with other people at the Mighty as well, and to give opportunity, I feel like, there too. And we'll send energy Harrison's way. But also, yes, I think these moments, I love what Clara just said. Tomorrow is always a new. So I'm going to drop a little, like, what I call my favorite quote that I've kind of created, but I feel like a lot of people have versions. There's a quote a common quote that goes like, live every day as though it's your last. And that's like one of my least favorite quotes. I hate it. As a person who is like, has anxiety, I feel like I understand the meaning behind the quote, but I feel like that quote can provide so much stress and anxiety to like, I have to get everything I've ever wanted to do. I've got to make this day the best day and every day the best day, when that's not possible. You can't make every day perfect, or even no day is going to be the best day. I mean, there is the better days and the best days, but like you have to balance it out. And for me, it's like live every day as though it's your first. That way you always have a fresh start. It's a new day. You can make mistakes. You can begin something and not feel like you have to necessarily finish something. Maybe you will, but if you have, I feel like the new day mindset is a little bit healthier, at least when you're at least chronically anxious. I think that can be a more healthy mindset than the end of things. I like to look at things as more
Yeah.
beginning focused than like even when you're finishing things, like the beginning of finishing this, the beginning of starting something new, and you always have chances to learn and grow and make mistakes.
I love that because I've always felt iffy about the, live every day like it's your last. Like, yes, it makes me very anxious too. Um, and what was I gonna say? Oh, I saw this Instagram post today actually from the author Suleika Jawad, and she was talking about her new dog that she just adopted. And it's a tiny Chihuahua, and she was saying how she likes to wake up every morning as if with the eyes of a newborn, um, and see everything for the first time. Just appreciate all the sensations, like have those mindful moments. She said this new dog is really helping because she'll get on the floor with it and realize like, oh, this is how my dog sees the world. Like, what if I tried seeing the world this way too? What are these different perspectives like? And so I think it's interesting that this kind of concept has come up twice today. I'm really
Mhm.
into it.
I love that concept of like trying to see the world from not even just another human, but like your dog, like that sees just joy half the time, most of the time in the
Yeah.
world. It's like, what are they seeing? I want to know. Like, I feel like that's a really healthy mindset too. It's just like it gets us back to play, and I think play is
Yes.
so important, even within work. Obviously, you need to be like there's the balance of discipline, but play can help us unlock the creativity and
Mhm.
the self love of a childhood that we need. So I really love that, and I love just everyone here sharing their like just what they're going through and what's going on. I mean, Karen with a new apartment about 2 weeks' notice. This happened
Ooh.
naturally. Like everything's like can be aligned, and sometimes it happens like that. And moving, yep, you went through the move as well. But I'm glad that it's so much better than all at once. Ooh, yeah, but naturally. I'm glad that everyone's kind of going that moving and figuring out the transitions. I feel like we're in this like transitional time period, but
Mm.
it's a good. It's happening fast, but it's working to the flow. Like figure out how it can work to your life, and then yep, men can also be survivors of yep. I Jonathan, completely valid. Like men can also be survivors of abusive relationships, and I'm glad that you built the strength to receive and submitted paperwork to an art show for
Ooh.
survivors. Like Jonathan is just doing the most out here. You're really like showing up for yourself and for like the community that you're around. Jonathan, you have all, I feel like you have all of the mental health wins to share. Everyone. Oh, well, every day is first, last.
Roll with the challenges.
Challenges. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a tricky one
It's
sometimes where
hard.
you just gotta
Yeah.
accept it. Ooh.
Yes. And then Susan, you're agreeing. We love to, and Susan, it's great to see you here. Always love when you pop in. It's good to see you. And I'm glad that you're agreeing with the sentiment shared here today. I just thank you everyone for showing up. And yeah, I love that it's the Sharon, that it's the highlight of your day.
So sweet. I feel
Oh.
all these, like, warm fuzzies of
Mhm.
friendship and community and validation right now. This is really nice.
Yeah, there's good people here. So I just want to say thank y'all for showing up. And why not, since we've got some people here, like Sky, do you have anything you'd like to share, possibly? Maybe other places that they can hear you speak and
Oh!
listen to you?
Um, yeah, I mean, if you wanna check out another Camera-produced project, there's the Mighty's podcast, Health and Unwellness. Our first season is called Mighty with Migraine, which Kat and I host. We just released an episode, called Migraine in the Workplace, and that was extremely interesting.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, I also am on Table Talk with the Mighty sometimes. Really, it's just exciting to be able to learn from camera and all things multimedia. Very excited to do that.
Yes, we love like having different voices of our different podcasts on as well. I want to make sure that I'm like sharing all of that as well, making sure that this link goes to the episode because I
Yeah.
want more people to hear. Actually, I'll share the Mighty's page so you can listen on Spotify or get the transcript. This is the latest podcast for the new Mighty with Migraine podcast of Migraine in the Workplace. Listen here. And also we've been just like podcasting a lot.
Woo!
This week we released
Indeed.
3 episodes, like one from Health and Unwellness, one from Table Talk, one from the Mighty Podcast, and I think like the one I'm really gonna push is our skin podcast that we did. Sky, I, Ashley, our new member of the team Shruti, and one of my best friends, Katya, shared about different skin conditions. I know this is a mental health channel, but if that is something that interests you, I will also share. The podcasts are very useful. Very happy that the lives and the podcasts are useful. We love to see that. Skin Deep podcast, the Mighty.
We talk a lot about mental health on that skin themed episode of the Mighty podcast. Because I mean, skin is our largest organ. Fun fact.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, so I mean, it impacts a lot of our lives.
You gotta roll with the punches and enjoy what you got, even with your skin. It is so great to chat with you, Sky, and chat with the community here and share more just more opportunities of the podcast, the lives, and just the community. Like here, if you want to find our skin podcast, it is here on Apple and Spotify. That's me shamelessly plugging both of our podcasts. Listen to them. Follow Health and Unwellness. Follow the Mighty Podcast, where we're going to be releasing more episodes, and follow Table Talk with the Mighty. And of course, this Facebook live stream will be a constant weekly thing we have gone forth. But let me see, before we close out today, I just want to make sure I'm checking in with everyone. Yes, wishing everyone in the eye of the big storm safety and good luck in starting again. Yep, there is the big storm that is happening in Florida, and want to send our prayers and thoughts, and also just our support, and monetarily if we can, and also just importantly keeping our mind on there of what can we do to support the people affected by the hurricane and other storms that are happening around the world, and in Maui as well. So yes. I'm sorry. Everyone has just such good points. I'm just like,
I love this.
Dave wrote it is. If it's good, enjoy. If it's bad, write it off and go to bed. Yeah.
Go to bed. I love that. Yes.
It's just part of the story. You know, it's just part for the plot. Like, what a plotty day. Wow. It's like, oh, this is my obstacle today. Like, oh, how do I, as the main character, like, how do I make that part of my story?
Yes.
If that helps you, if it does.
I love that. Well, it's like those diagrams we used to have to draw in English class where like, here's the rising action and the conflict and then the climax.
Yes. Oh, my word. And then, before we go, I always want to share whatever Sharon's doing, because Sharon does incredible things with speaking and with advocacy. Started posting on LinkedIn, being a so-called ally for people with impairments, disabilities, chronic disease, as I am not able to eat everything. So it's good to meet people and experience the same or hear mental health. Oh, sharing is good feeling, not be alone. Yes. And that you're doing that in LinkedIn. Like, I feel like a place that needs people to be more advocacy in that work environment too, to see that. Like, and Sharon is just an incredible speaker and advocate. So we love to see that. So good for you, Sharon. I love that you're doing that. That shows the different avenues where you can support.
Yeah, that's incredible. I was about to say, I live with gastroparesis, so I feel you that the food challenges can really impact mental health, like big time. So thank you so much for the work you're doing.
Yeah. Thank everyone for showing up today. Honestly, like, this has been a fantastic live. I appreciate everyone. If there was a comment we missed or a question we missed, try to get to as many people as we can and get to the points that tackle the mental health aspects here. But thank you so much. And Jonathan, a good note to end on. You don't always have to put laundry away after it's washed. That's why the mental health ones, I feel like I usually say, is give yourself permission to do one task at a time.
Love it.
I love how that's a good way to end it off. I feel do one task at a time, everyone. Hopping onto this live was a good task. Take a moment for yourself, do one task, and know that you are worthy no matter what kind of day you're having, and begin each day. I'm glad if this was helpful, wonderful. It made our day. It made my day anyway
This
to
is my
do
new mental
this.
health win.
Yeah. I love it. Oh, Sky, thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
You're welcome to join anytime again, and we'll hopefully have another one next month. But thank y'all for joining. I hope
Thank
that
you.
you have the whatever kind of day it gets better or is you enjoyable, and share your mental health wins. Stay mighty, and we'll see you next time. Until then, listen to one of our many podcasts. You can keep hearing us chat and send us a message or post on the Mighty app in one of the groups to keep the conversation going. And woo!
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone.
Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.